Sup, y'all? Taking a leak. Oh my god, it's actually working now. Holy shit.
Yes, it's finally working! Oh my gosh, I actually see it on my end, and I see the transition and everything. So I'm like,
Excellent.
finally.
Yes! Alright, we're finally doing this. The 100 line! Woo!
Hang on a second, you forgot to share your screen with me.
I did. Hold on a second.
While she does that, hello everyone, I'm Mr. Dango. Don't ask why my avatar is a girl, it'll all make sense later on as, it's part of an upcoming project I'm doing. You're probably wondering why our character avatars look different this time around, especially, my friend here.
Yeah, new model I'm using. It's great, isn't it?
I commissioned it.
Yeah.
I commissioned it.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
And don't forget, the most important aspect of showing the avatar is showing the belly.
Of course, yes.
Alright, I see the game on my end, and I see the stream is going fine on my end as well, so
Excellent.
that means everything seems to be working.
Good. Well, shall we get started then?
Heck yeah, 100 line Last Defense Academy!
Let's go!
AKA not Danganronpa.
Yes, not Danganronpa.
This is not Danganronpa!
No Danganronpa here. Boop, 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 boop. Okay.
Oh, select the battle mode.
Right, I forgot about this. What safety is that, like, party members HP?
Safety is basically the characters will revive at the end of your turn instead of end of the wave. While Last Defense Academy revives the character at the end of the wave instead.
Right. Yeah, we'll do that.
That's right, you're not a scrub, right?
I'm actually kind of bad at these strategy games, but, whatever.
Oh, it's the most horrible, most despair-inducing event of all time.
Yeah. That's right, Japanese. Y'all can deal with it.
I'm used to Takami's voice being so different, so this is a little jarring to me. Although I will say, Takami's voice is actually pretty accurate in the English version.
Yeah, his voice is good, just, you know me and the mispronunciations. Takumi.
Listen, it could be worse. They could have pronounced it like Naruto or Sasuke, like they did in the olden days.
Yeah, that would be worse.
お父さん、もう行っちゃったわよ。おはよう、ねぼすけさん。
おはようって、なんで普通に人の家で飯食ってるんだよ。
ん？別にいいじゃん。そうそう、いいのよ。カルアちゃんは家族みたいなもんなんだから。あ、どうせなら結婚して本当に家族になっちゃえば？
何言ってんだよ、バカ！
このだし巻き卵おいしい。
朝からよく食うな。
だって
たっくんのお母さんのご飯美味しいんだもん。
そう言ってくれると作った甲斐あるわ。
お前んとこの母さん、昨日も帰ってこなかったのか？
うん、最近研究が忙しいみたいで。
そっか。
頑張り屋さんなのよ。女で一つで子供を育てるのってすごいことなんだから。
うん、そうだね。
まあ別にいつ来てもいいけどさ、来るときは前もって連絡くらいしてくれよ。
朝でも夜でもいつでも来てね。可愛いカルアちゃんなら大歓迎。私本当は女の子が欲しかったのよね。
俺は望まれない子かよ。
ありがとうございます。たっくんもありがとね。
おおう。
ああ、もうすぐ試験か。やだな。
そんなこと言ってどうせまたいい成績取るんだろ？
お母さんが喜ぶからね。ちゃんと勉強してるんだよ。そうだ、たっくんも一緒に勉強しようよ。たっくんのお母さんも喜ばせちゃおう。
あのな、人には得て増えてってもんがあって。
大丈夫だよ、たっくんなら。なんとかなるし、なんとかできるって。
そうだな、なんとかなるな。試験くらい勘で乗り越えられそうな気がしてきた。
たっくん、ポジティブの方向が間違ってるよ。そういうのは能天気って言うんですけど。
昨日と変わらない普通の一日。いつもの街、いつもの光景、平凡だらけな要素の集合で作られた一日。毎日それが続くだけ。
こちらは東京団地事務局です。安全レベルが警戒態勢に変わりました。住民の皆さんは速やかに近くのシェルターに避難してください。
はあ、また警報か。なんか最近増えてるよな。大丈夫だって、こんなのいつものことだろ。何も起きたりしないよ。
分かってるんだけど、知ってるでしょ。警報苦手なの。つい思い出しちゃって、お父さんが死んじゃった時のこと。
とりあえずシェルターに入ろう。あった、あそこに入ろう。足滑らせんなよ。俺たち二人だけみたいだな。貸し切りだ。これだっていつもの日常だ。警報が鳴らされるたびにシェルターに隠れる日常。でも俺たちはこの警報の意味さえ知らない。この警報がなんで鳴らされているのかさえこの町のみんなは忘れてしまっている。そういうもんだとみんな受け入れている。それが日常ってやつだ。だから大丈夫だって。いつも通り何も起きたりしないよ。
分かってるんだけどね。え、あれ言って。
またかよ。
お願い。
何があっても彼は俺が守ってやるから。
約束だからね。
おい、くっつきすぎだって。
Hi, James. Yes, it's in Japanese. Deal with it.
I tried to talk her into it. She wouldn't listen.
I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't deal.
住民の皆さんは落ち着いてシェルターから出てきて
Oh, Christ.
もう大丈夫だってさ。ほらな、何も起きなかっただろ。さっさと学校行こうぜ。
そうだね。急がないとね。
よいしょっと。おっ
Forgot about that.
よかった。君どうしたの？迷子？あ、ちょっとどこ行くの？
彼はあいつどこ行ったんだ。おいカールはこんなところに学校なんてあったっけ。廃校みたいだけど。カールはあいつ何してんだよ。
Look at how fast he's running.
I know, it's silly looking.
Oh, right. Karawa, where are you?
Sorry, my bad.
No answer. What do I do now?
Karuはお前
おめでとう、墨の匠くん。君は選ばれたんだよ。
There he is, not Monokuma.
Boop, boop, boop.
こいつロボットおもちゃどうして俺の名前を
やっと二人きりになれたね。もう参っちゃったよ。いきなり知らない女子に追っかけられてさ。やっぱ分かる人には分かっちゃうのかな。隠しても隠しきれない本館の素敵オーラが。でもなかなか可愛い子ちゃんだったね。君ともいい感じみたいだし。ねえ、あの子って君にとって大切？
は？
照れない照れない。それはそうと早速なんだけどさ。
なんだよ。
おい、それで心臓をブスリと言ってみよう。
はあ？警報また？
こちら東京団地事務局です。安全レベルが避難体制に。住民の皆さん急いで近くの
ほら、ノロノロしてるから始まっちゃったじゃん。
始まったって何が？
平和で平凡で平穏な日常の終わりだよ。
は？
そうそう、その顔。だいたいみんなそんな顔になるんだよね。 日常が永遠に続くと無条件に思い込んでいる。それって人間の性質だよね。でももうそういうのは捨てちゃって、これから先にあるのは日常じゃなくて戦争なんだからさ。
Kiss?
I mean, look, I wouldn't want my first kiss to be that mascot thing either, okay?
No. Not so much.
今の彼はどこ行ってたんだよ。
警報変じゃない？なんかいつもと違うよね。
大丈夫だ、何も起きたりしない。それよりも変なやつが。なんだなんだよあれ。
Hey guys, do you have trypophobia? You do now.
なんだよこれ、なんなんだよ。特別なことなんて何も起きない。昨日と変わらない普通の一日だったはずだ。いつもの街、いつもの光景、平凡だらけな要素の集合で作られた一日なのに、どうしてこんなことが起きているんだよ。一体これは何なんだ。くそ。彼、俺が守らないと。彼を守らないと。約束したじゃないか。守るって約束をやめてくれ。
彼女を助けたいの？
You want to save her? Stab yourself.
Of course you do. You'd have to be downright heartless to stand by and watch a dear friend suffer at a time like this. It's just a shame there's nothing you can do about it, the way you are now. Don't go thinking some hero's gonna swoop in and save her for you either. Life is cruel. That's just the way it is. Those monsters are going to violate the poor girl in all kinds of nasty ways until she's begging for the sweet release of death. Then they'll probably tear her limbs off one by one while you sit here helpless to do anything to ease her suffering. Don't like it? Then there's only one thing to do. You have to save her yourself. Me? But how? Here, you left this behind. Huh? No time like the present. Think of this as an impromptu entrance exam. What? What am I supposed to do? That dagger's imbued with a very special power. Something far beyond your understanding. Once you plunge it into your body, the power will flow into you, giving you everything you need to fight. Power? Fight? I don't... Just give it a try. Give it a try? You're telling me to stab myself in the chest! This is no time to dilly-dally.
It's no big deal, really.
Or shilly-shally for that matter. And don't even get me started on filly-fallying. I mean, come on! There's a damsel in distress who needs saving! What are you waiting for, a written invitation? You're running out of time, you know? If you don't do something soon, your pretty little friend is done for.
It's voiced.
Oh, I actually didn't want to mention this earlier, but for some reason I can't hear the stream audio.
Really? Oh, one sec. My bad. Oops.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't mention it earlier. I didn't want to interrupt the stream flow, you know? Oh, okay, I can hear it now.
Okay, good. Don't worry about interrupting the stream flow.
Okay.
Shit happens sometimes.
Alright, just making sure, that's all. I can hear it now.
Okay, good.
Karuwa! So, what's it gonna be? Will you join the fight? It hardly makes a difference to me if one teenage girl dies in a horrible death. What happens next is all up to you. It's up to me? Oh, here's your first choice.
Words.
Fight them or don't do anything.
What if I just don't do anything?
Do you want to find out what happens?
I kinda do, but I won't. Because
Okay.
I assume I would have to start over and sit through all this again. Well, I can skip it, but still. Let's
Do
fight.
you want me to tell you what happens?
Nah, I'll see you later.
Okay, just making sure. I don't know what I was thinking. To be honest, I was acting more out of depression. Not depression, Jesus Christ, my English. I was acting more out of desperation than anything. I picked up the dagger and removed it from its sheath to get a proper look at it. This sounds like... The soundtrack right now kind of sounds like you're preparing for a case in Danganronpa.
Yes, it sounds exactly like the pre-trial thing.
Right?
Yeah.
So, the whole not Danganronpa vibes is certainly not helping right now, is it?
Nope.
The blade was dark red, so dark it was almost black. Looking at it was like gazing at a pool of blood. The sight of it filled me with dread.
Gotta burn my dread.
I took the dagger in both hands, gritted my teeth against the incoming pain, and thrust the blade into my chest.
He's a magical girl!
A bloody transformation, isn't it? Oh, there it is, the title screen!
Yeah.
ねえ、力が溢れてるでしょ。それが学力だよ。学力？さあ、君の学力で敵を殺戮するんだ。大切な人、大切な町を自分の力で守るために。
Hiya, Cookie.
Hiya, Muffin.
It's just,
I'm just saying random words. Alright.
Right, okay. Yes.
So basically, the green space is where you can
Where you can
move
to.
and the
Yeah.
you can select where you move first and then attack wherever, because it doesn't have to be at the red squares where you can attack. You can just, it just so happens that that's your attack range.
Yeah. Oh, you consume AP, blah blah blah. I know, I've been playing. Hello, hello, glad to see stream is working this time around. Yeah, me too. Jesus Christ. Oops.
Oh right, that's chat.
Yes.
I've been so invested into this that I kind of forgot, oh right, we're streaming on Twitch. Uh-oh.
Ow. It happens. Yep, it does happen. Take care of the little guys first or the big motherfucker?
Well, the tutorial's saying to take care of the little guys first.
Yeah. And your turn by pressing blah or blah and selecting end turn. Yeah. Any remaining AP will be carried over the next turn. If you're unable to reach the enemies with your attacks in one turn, use the opportunity to build up your AP and try again the next turn.
Trust me, the combat is much more simple here than it is in other tactics games.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I guess you have to follow the tutorial to the T.
I guess. Oh my god.
Oh no! Don't attack Karuo! What are you thinking?
That's not what I was trying to do! Okay, god. Damn tutorials. Voltage will accumulate as you fight enemies. When it reaches 100% or more, you will be able to use a special attack. Special attacks are powerful moves that allow you to strike without spending AP. Instead, the character will be inflicted with stun, preventing them from taking any action until the end of the following turn. Try placing your cursor on the character and pressing RB to use a special attack. Okay.
Phew! 夜じゃん。さすがは選ばれただけあるね。
彼は大丈夫か？もう大丈夫だ。
っていうか、その格好は何？
いや、それが俺にもよくわからなくて。
私は信じてたよ。絶対たっくんが守ってくれるって。
さあさあ、男子はいつだってお姫様を守るヒーローじゃなくちゃ。
これは何なんだよ。何が起きたんだ。
よくやったね、隅野匠くん。もちろん転入試験は合格だよ。我が学園は君を歓迎する。
学園？
というわけで君には名誉ある転校を命じます。おめでとうさん。万歳万歳万歳万歳万歳。
彼は
hate it when that happens. I know, right?
Yeah, don't you hate it when a mascot forcibly transfers you over to another dimension?
Y'all recognize this?
I came to with my head resting on a hard wooden desk.
At least every Tuesday I have to deal with that. Damn. Oop, boop, 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 oop, boop, 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 boop.
My head still felt fuzzy as I tried to make sense of my surroundings. Did I fall asleep at my desk? Is this my desk? How did I even get here?
A body has been discovered!
Oh god! I don't remember a thing. Looking around the classroom only brought more questions. Several others my own age were also here, each of them slumped over a desk, just like I'd been a moment ago. Huh? Hey! What gives?
Oh, that's a very fitting voice. Where am I? Who are you guys?
How did I get here? I'd never met any of them before. Judging from the uneasy glances they were all throwing around, nobody else seemed to know each other either. Just what is this place anyway? Some kind of messed up classroom? Then, is this a school? It doesn't look like any school I've ever been to.
I don't recognize it either.
So, can anyone tell me what's going on here? No one made any move to answer. We all just stood there in an uncomfortable silence.
I'm really digging the art style. Yeah, it's really good. It's like better than V3.
We were all in the same boat. None of us had any idea how or why we'd been brought to this strange place.
You guys know what this means, right? I mean, a situation like this, there's only one possible explanation. Huh? You know why we're here? Elementary, my dear Clarissa. Stick with me and I'll explain it all. Your laugh is way creepy, and my name's not Clarissa.
I think I want to take a look outside.
Boat? This looks like a classroom, not a boat.
The boy who'd spoken went to the door and tried to pull it open, but... Okay, so the door won't open. I'm not scared or anything, just so you guys know.
Cookie, I very much predicted that she would be your favorite. But, like, we'll see.
What the fuck, man? On the other side of the classroom, someone else was trying to tear the shutters off the windows, without success. Open, damn it! I'm not screwing around here!
It appears we're locked in. Obviously, someone didn't want us leaving on our own.
And there's everyone's best girl. No, not the guy. Not the guy. The other girl with the glasses.
I mean, God, I love her.
Right? Everyone does.
Fuck
anyway.
me.
Oh, I mean, if she wants to. Locked in? You mean... We've been kidnapped? No freaking way! I don't understand it either. Why would anyone want to shut us all up inside a school?
Can one of my mods please take care of that?
This whole day's just been one big mess. What the? That's right. I do remember something. Last thing I remember, I was fighting some kind of weird monsters. There was a bright light, and then I was here.
Thank you, Cookie.
Huh?
Same here. I was all swing, 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 and the monsters were all oof, blarg, blarg, I'm dead!
For real? You guys had to fight those things too? From the sound of it, we all did. Then, all that really happened? I thought I just drifted off into some immature fantasy.
All of us had the same experience. Then let me just confirm something. Did you also speak to that adorable mascot creature?
Adorable mascot? Does she mean that thing? I don't know if I'd describe him that way, but I talked to some kind of mascot, yeah. Then, are you saying the one who brought us all here?
I can only imagine that charming yet devious little creature is the one behind it. That thing shut us up in here? I don't get it. Just what does he want us to do anyway? Isn't it obvious? A group of students waking up in a weird school with no way out. A shadowy mastermind hiding behind a cute mascot character. It's a killing game! We're going to be forced to murder each other in increasingly elaborate and ingenious ways.
Killing game? No way! I am not doing this! I refuse to murder anyone, no matter what this mastermind says!
Dude, you are totally going to be the first victim. Saying stuff like that is going to trip all kinds of flags.
Shut up! Shut up! You're gonna jinx it! That's when it happened.
Huh? What is it now? Introduce ourselves? What does it mean by teammates?
I guess whoever's in charge wants us to get to know one another. This is so not the time for that! Someone help me break down this door! We gotta get out of here!
Just try it. We've probably got bombs implanted in us that'll explode if we try to damage school property.
Oh man, that sounds like something that might actually happen!
At any rate, I don't need to hear your life stories to know how incompetent you all are.
Who you calling incompetent? I ain't gonna let that slide. What, you think I won't hit you just cause you're a girl? Well, you're right about that. I don't hit girls, or kids, or old people. It's an ironclad rule with me.
I love him.
Right?
You answered your own question without any prompting from me. You're even more insecure than I thought.
You wanna die, bitch? I don't hit girls or kids or old people, but I'll fucking kill you! Everyone, please. Perhaps we should do as the blackboard says. At least until we know more about the situation.
Gives me kanji vibes. Yeah.
It can't hurt to just exchange names and some basic information, right? I agree. Trying to resist a kidnapper tends to end badly for the victims. Looks like we're doing introductions now, like this is the first day of school or something.
Well, you know.
I'll just talk to everyone one at a time and see how it goes.
Yeah, cursor, blah, blah, blah. Yep. We'll go from left to right.
Okay, sup? Oh, it's voiced.
Yep. The
Oh my
ultimate
god, the
something.
Danganronpa allegations are not helping.
俺が切れてるから近寄らねえ方がいいぜ。誰かに構わずついぶん殴っちまう。自分でも歯止め効かねえんだ。
Wow, talk about anger issues.
で、てめえもあの化け物と戦ったんだろ。つうことは変身したんか。
変身？おお、したよ。今思い出してもわけがわからないけど。
あれいけてたよな。てめえもそう思うだろ。
The game is a teensy bit quiet. Okay, one sec. Turn it up a little bit. Let me know if this sounds better.
ガキん時に憧れたヒーローになったみてえでよ。あの力で暴れ回るのは最強の気分だったぜ。
Honestly, I found that whole battle pretty traumatic. Going on a power trip was the last thing on my mind.
That's better? Okay, good.
けど、東京団地がどうなったか心配だな。結構な被害が出てたよな。
ああ、人も襲われてたしな。
もしかしたら今もまだ瓦礫の下敷きになってるやつがいるかもしれない。 離れ離れの家族を探してるガキとか移動に困ってるババアやジジイがいるかもしれねえ。だが早いとこ助けに行ってやりてえぜ。こんなところに閉じ込められてる場合じゃねえ。
How about that? He's actually a nice guy, I think.
こんなところに閉じ込めやがるの。ふざけたまねしやがって。困ってるやつがいるってのにここでじっとしてろってのかよ。ああ、イラつくぜ。 イラつきがたまらねえや。
ちょっと。
ああ、てめえはもうあっち行ってろ。ぶん殴られたくねえだろ。さっさと行け、くら。
わかった。そうするよ。
In the end, I still can't tell if he's misunderstood or just a regular hoodlum.
僕も自己紹介した方がいいですか？こんな底辺中の底辺のクソマキーヌの名前なんて聞いても気分悪くなるだけだと思いますけど。
いや、頼むよ。
そうですか。じゃあ僕の名前はあれ何でしたっけ？しばらく誰からも名前を呼ばれてないし、自分も口にしてないせいで記憶が。ああ、そうそう、銀崎でした。銀崎翔馬です。
Just what kind of life do you live? You have to start forgetting your own name.
あ、やっぱり不愉快ですよね。僕の名前。
は？名前が？
だって僕みたいな冴えない弱虫が銀崎翔馬なんてイケてる名前で。
You think that name's cool?
でもイケてるのは名前だけで、他は欠点や欠陥しかないゴミ人間で。人間を名乗るのも申し訳ないレベルです。ただの害虫なんです。
いや、そこまで言わなくても。
いえいえ、それでも控えめなくらいです。今までもずっとそう評価されていましたし、僕は勉強もスポーツも全くできないし、取り柄も特技も誇れるものも好かれる要素も何もなくて、唯一の友達も飼っている犬だけなんです。犬しか僕と話してくれません。
Technically, I don't think dogs really talk.
というか、今の話って致命的につまらないですよね。すみません、僕のクソつまらない話で貴重な時間を奪ってしまって。 もう僕みたいなゴミカスのことなんて気にしないでください。できるだけ皆さんの視界に入らないように気をつけておきますから。
I've never met anyone with such low self-esteem before. This guy makes houseplants look assertive.
なんで教室に閉じ込められてるの？
俺にもわからない。意味不明だよな。
いやー、これまずいっすね。この状況はまずいって自分の尿意が告げてるっす。
Oh wait, can you pause for a second?
Oh, yeah.
漏らす羽目になる。
So, okay, so fun fact, that character right there, the guy with the purple hair,
Yes.
he is actually voiced by Megumi Ogata, the voice actor for Nagito Komaeda in Danganronpa 2.
And Makoto Naigi.
Yeah.
And for Persona fans, Ken Amada.
Yep.
Yep.
Just wanted to share that trivia with you.
おトイレ行けないの？
大丈夫。妹ちゃんがもしもの時はお兄ちゃんが体を張って受け止めてあげるから。
やめてよ。人前で変なこと言わないでよ、お兄ちゃん。
もしかしてお前たちって兄弟なのか？
は、そういえば自己紹介だったっすね。自分の名前はつくもいます。中3の15歳でこの中では唯一の年下みたいっすね。で、こっちの世にもど可愛らしい美少女がじゃーん、自分の双子の妹ちゃんのつくもかこちゃんっす。
どうも、はじめまして。
双子なのか。言われてみれば確かに似てるな。
いやいや、似ても似つかないっすよ。妹ちゃんの可愛さは人間やめるぞレベルなんで、見たこともない動物や昆虫がゾロゾロと群がってくるほどっす。
せめて見たことあるやつがいいな。
つーか、うちの妹ちゃんをその辺の妹キャラと一緒にしないでほしいっす。うちの妹ちゃんの可愛さは歴代の妹キャラを全部足しても叶わないほどなんで、もう他の妹に妹って文字を使わないでほしいっすよね。この字は妹ちゃんだけのものでいいっす。
お兄ちゃん、言い過ぎ。
ずいぶん妹のことを可愛がってるんだな。
もちろんっすよ。自分は妹ちゃんのためだけに生きてるんで、どこに入れても痛くないっすね。むしろ気持ちいいっす。
もうやめてよ、恥ずかしいよ。
恥ずかしがる妹ちゃんもフェスの大鳥レベルに可愛いっすね。お兄ちゃん、妹ちゃんのお兄ちゃんに生まれてよかった。
だからもうやめてってば。
I don't get that dynamic at all. Must be a twin thing.
I don't think it's a twin thing. I cannot stand them.
I don't blame you, don't worry.
僕は青月エイトって言うんだ。
Oh, there he is! Best boy!
高校3年の17歳なんだけど、君もそう？ああ、俺も同じだよ。17歳だ。そっか、やっぱり同い年なんだね。他のみんなも大体そうみたいだけど、これって偶然なのかな。さあ、どうなんだろうな。ああ、それより自己紹介しないとね。じゃあ、趣味は何？苦手な食べ物は？星座は？好きな漫画は？部活は？映画はよく見る方？ゲームはやる？親の仕事は？ちょっと待ってくれ。そんな一気に答えられないって。え？あ、ごめん。そうだよね。僕、人付き合いが苦手でさ、こういう自己紹介とか慣れてないんだ。そうなのか。そんな風には見えないけど、いろいろあって入院している期間が長かったから、 友達付き合いとかほとんどしてこなくて、おかしなとこがあったら遠慮なく言ってね。少しずつ直していきたいからさ。ああ、わかったよ。
This guy seems pretty easygoing. I'd never have pegged him for the socially awkward type, but I guess being isolated from others will do that to you.
I'd never have pegged him.
Oh god!
I couldn't resist.
Why was he in the
sorry.
hospital though? It's okay. Why was he in the hospital though? I don't see any scars or injuries. Does that mean he's okay now?
久しぶりにたくさんの人に囲まれたせいか、なんだか胸が苦しくなってきちゃったよ。
I knew you'd like that joke, Cookie.
大丈夫か？辛くなったらすぐ言えよ。ありがとう。
静原ひろ子よ。
Is that it? She seems scared, but she's a lot calmer than the others. I should try to get some more information out of her.
あのさ、ちょっと聞きたいんだけど。
言ったわよね。名前は静原ひろ子だって。
ああ、名前はもう分かったよ。そうじゃなくて、もう少し話しておきたいと思って。
話？
君もあの化け物と戦ったんだよな。あの化け物って何だと思う？ああいうのまだ他にもいるのかな。
さあ。
え、もう終わり？
わからないことを話しても時間の無駄じゃない。そんな普通のこともわからない。
いや、だけどさ。
時間の無駄。話は終わりよ。
She completely shut me down. I guess that's all I'm getting out of her for now.
ああ、もう嫌だ。何なんだよこれ。大丈夫か？は？大丈夫かって？大丈夫なわけねえじゃん。なんで俺がこんなところに閉じ込められてんの？ちくしょう、ついてねえ。どうして俺ばっかこんな目に遭わなきゃなんねえんだ。落ち着けって。不安なのはお前だけじゃなくてみんなそうなんだし。うるせえよ。俺は自分の心配してんの。初対面のおめえらのことなんてどうだっていいの。
So much for first impressions.
わかったよ。じゃあもうお前には構わないから、一人で自分の心配してればいいだろ。え？ちょっと待ってくれよ。そんな見捨てるようなこと言わないでくれよ。いや、そもそも先にそっちが。ちょっと取り乱しただけじゃんか。そのくらいで見捨てるなんてひでえよ。俺が貧乏だからか。おめえは差別者なのか？
It's just one thing after another with this guy.
俺の人生ついてねえことばっか。いっつもろくな目に遭わねえ。でもこんな異常事態はやりすぎだろ。前世でどんだけ罪深いことしたってんだよ。わかったから、ちょっと落ち着けって。とりあえずお前の名前を教えてくれよ。マルコ・ガクだけど。同じ異常事態ならせめてハーレムものにしてほしかった。男なんかいらなかったのに。ああ、俺はなんてついてねえんだ。ちょ、男なんかみんな死んじまえ。
Trying to get along with someone this self-centered is exhausting. I think I'll just leave him be for now.
Yeah, sounds good.
あ、私の名前は川名翼。よろしくね。
Oh, that's the best girl of one of my
これっ
friends.
て何が起きてるの？
いや、俺にもわ からないよ。何が何だかさっぱり。
なんでもいいけど早く帰れないかな。東京団地のみんなが心配だよ。
Now that she's mentioned it, so am I. I hope everyone's okay. Did Karla get home safe in the end? What about my mom and dad? I defeated all the monsters I could, so they should be fine, right?
工場も大丈夫かな。
工場？
あ、うん。おじいちゃんが工場やってるんだ。メインは車なんだけど、それ以外に何でも。私も機械いじりが好きだから、よくおじいちゃんの工場を手伝いに行くんだよね。
機械いじりが特技なのか。すごいな。
いや、全然すごくなんかないよ。取り柄はそれくらいで、抜けてるところばっかだし、乗ってる車を見せてくれるって言われると、つい誰でもついてっちゃうし。
誰でもはだいぶまずいな。でも君もあの化け物と戦ったんだろう。勇気あるじゃないか。
あの時はとにかく必死だっただけだよ。あんなのもう絶対に無理。今思い出すだけで
どうした？大丈夫か？
なんでもない。お構いなく。
I'm really starting to worry about this girl.
ダルミは雨宮ダルミって言うんだ。よろしくね。で、ここだけの話、誰狙いかもう決めた？
は？誰狙い？
殺し合いの最初のターゲットに決まってんじゃん。ああ、ダルミ狙いでもいいよ。ダルミ頭悪そうだもんね。ちょろそうだもんね。簡単にぶっ殺せそうだもんね。
ああ、本気でデスゲームが始まると思ってるのか？
ああ、思ってるよ。っていうか期待してんだ。ダルミ、ずーっとデスゲームに憧れてたんだ。昔からデスゲーム系が大好きだったから。
それフィクションの話だろ。さすがに現実で生きるか死ぬかなんて。
リアルでガチなデスゲームだからいいんじゃん。別にダルミは死んだっていいし、ゴミで鬱な現実とおさらばできるしね。それがどうしたって感じ。あのさ、君ってどっち側の人？生きてることに気をめいらせて日常的に鬱になる？そういう人ならわかると思うけど、辛くてきつくて死ぬまで続くと思ってたクソ頑丈な日常がやっと壊れてくれたんだもん。デスゲーム早く始まんないかな。
This has got a unique way of looking at the world, to put it lightly. I don't think I'll ever see eye to eye with her. Alright, looks like I've spoken to everyone. Oh, I guess not voiced, so... So, what now? I really have to get home soon. I usually walk my dog this time of day, and he gets antsy when I'm not there.
It's not going to be that simple. If you don't have anything useful to contribute, keep your mouth shut.
You're right. An insignificant bug like me should know my place. I'll just sit in a corner and stay quiet from here on out.
What's gonna happen to us?
I have a feeling we'll be receiving more instructions soon enough. Someone is probably out there somewhere, watching our every move. There's the bell again!
The text on the blackboard changed too.
Greet your commanding officer.
Oi!
Sorry to keep you waiting, recruits, but I'm glad to see you're all getting along. voice.
It's Monokuma. Oh.
ちょっとおもちゃとかマンネリとかいきなり誹謗中傷の連発はやめてくれる？地味にへこむんだけど、確かに丸パクな登場だったしね。とにかくこのクリティカルにイケてる本館はみんなが仰いで尊ぶ司令官で、その名も司令って言うんだ。よろしくね。
Commanding officer? You?
というわけで、ようこそ最終防衛学園へ。我が学園はみんなを歓迎するよ。
Last Defense Academy? Such a wonderful name, isn't it? Drill it into your skulls. This place is your new home away from home, after all.
What exactly does that mean?
You'll be taking lessons from the School of Hard Knocks. Just kidding. It's going to be much worse than that. Hold on a minute. Do you seriously expect us to live here from now on?
Oh.
That's what I said, isn't it? I did say that, didn't I? Let me just check the transcript real quick. Talk among yourselves in the meantime. Enough of this bullshit! You can't just lock us up and expect us to do whatever you say! Now, don't get so riled up. Also, there's one thing I need to make absolutely clear. This is not a request. It's an order. An order? Order my ass! You think you got any right to tell me what to do? After I beat the crap out of you, I'm busting down that door and getting the hell out of here! Takemaru let out a scream of rage and charged forward like a wild beast bearing down on its prey. But before he could make contact... Don't you dare lay your hand on superior officer, soldier! Or do you want me to detonate the bomb I had implanted in you? What? Those words instantly stopped him in his tracks.
A bomb? You actually put bombs in us?
You gotta be shitting me. It's true. I took the liberty of installing them when you arrived here. You were all out cold at the time, of course. Are you serious? Why would you do that to us?
It's to threaten us into joining the killing game, right? Yahoo!
If these explosives are inside us, does that mean you performed some kind of surgery? You touched my dear sister's naked, vulnerable body without her consent. What a novel way to commit suicide. No jury in the world would convict me for killing you now.
Brother dearest, please. If you try to hurt him, you'll get blown up.
Give it up already. Even if you destroyed me, what then? You might be able to make it outside this school. However... returning to your regular lives in the Tokyo residential complex is no longer possible. Not possible? So it's not just a matter of you not letting us go back, but that we physically can't? You're a sharp one, Altsuki. But allow me to spell it out for you for some of the slower students. This school lies outside the Tokyo residential complex, you all know. Outside the complex? That's not funny. I mean, come on, man. Is that even possible? You're confused. I don't blame you. None of you have ever been outside the complex before. Not only that, but you barely received any information about the outside world in there. You've been placed in uncharted territory, both physically and conceptually. Anyone would need time to properly discuss things. Or properly process things. Maybe a little demonstration will help you come to terms with it. C-Ray turned to face the window and his eyes flashed for a red moment. English. There! I opened the window shutters. Take a look for yourself.
Wow, they're operated remotely? Bleh. English.
Yeah, I rubbed off on you. We all crowded around the window, hoping to see something that might help us make sense of all this. Instead, what we saw only divorced us from reality even further. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. No, it went further than that. I couldn't even believe what I thought I was seeing. Above us, instead of the domed ceiling I spent my life looking at, was an unbroken view that reached higher and higher as far as the eye could see. For the first time ever, I was getting a look at the world outside the complex.
嘘でしょ。これ夢じゃないの？
なあ、あっち見ろよ。ありゃなんだ？
As crazy it was to see the sky, that's not what had us all staring in disbelief. Rather, it was what was going on beneath it. Just a short distance away was a towering wall of flame.
燃えているの？
ありゃ炎なのか。あんな色の炎見たことねえぞ。
何あれ？怖いよ。
大丈夫。お兄ちゃんがついてるから。
The world outside the window was aggressively alien. A single expanse of endless sky, an impenetrable barrier of otherworldly fire. Nothing in our everyday lives could have prepared us for this. It was like we'd been transported to another dimension, or maybe even hell itself. Is this the afterlife? Did we die already, and this is where we're going to receive our eternal punishment?
Nah, it's gotta be an isekai deal. It'll be like, that time I got reincarnated as the world's last hope, but the Overlord forced me to kill all my friends.
It may as well be a different world concerning what you know of it. This is what lies outside your home in the Tokyo residential complex. This is the outside world?
This can't be happening, can it? That sky and the fire, there's no way this is real.
Oh, it's real, alright. This is no game, no VR simulation. The sky, the undying flames, it's all real. Undying flames? It's not just a fancy name.
この学園の周りをすっぽり取り囲んでいて、しかもずっと燃え続けているんだ。
ずっとって
永遠だよ。あの炎は消えることなく永遠に燃え続けるんだ。だから消えない炎なんだよ。
Well, that's impossible. They've got to go out eventually, right? Right? You're only saying that because you're still following the logic of the world you know. Oh. There are more things in heaven and earth, Maruko, than there are dreamed of in your Tokyo residential complex. Now that you're on the outside, you're going to encounter a heck of a lot more impossible things. Because, as it turns out, this is how the world really works.
I didn't really get all that philosophical junk, but there's no getting through that burning ring of fire, right? Then that's our cage? That's the thing that makes sure there's no escape for any of us?
No escape. Those words sent a chill down my spine. Hearing them spoken out loud made it feel that much more real.
I still don't understand. Why did you do this? Why did you bring us here? To kill each other, obviously! What are the rules? Do we hold a trial after every murder, or is it more of a battle royale kind of deal?
Kill each other? Oh, no. That would simply be barbaric. Where do you get these ideas?
That's not it?
Of course not. I have much bigger plans for you than some disorganized murder spree. No, what I have in mind is a calculated, one-sided massacre.
Huh?
A massacre? Since we're on the subject, let's move on to the main event.
Eh, みんながこの最終防衛学園に転校してきたのはある任務のためです。その任務はですね、この学園を襲ってくる憎き敵を虐殺し、最終防衛学園を守り抜くこと。みんなはその任務を遂行するための特別防衛隊、略して特防隊に選ばれたんだよ。
Special Defense Unit? Wait, what enemy troops?
It's not a killing game?
Forget all that Happy Few crap. You still haven't answered the most important question yet. Why us? There's got to be some mistake here. No one in their right mind would trust a talentless wimp like me with such an important job. Hey, try to show a little enthusiasm. Being chosen for this squad is a great honor, you know? Who's responsible for this? There must be a mastermind controlling everything from behind the scenes. Someone who chose to single us out for whatever reason. So who's pulling your strings? Who set all this up? Goodness me, you're so suspicious of everything. You must know, the ones who chose you for this mission was... Yeah, what's that noise?
An alarm?
敵勢力侵入、敵勢力侵入。当区域に敵勢力からの攻撃を感知。直ちに防衛モードを展開します。至急防衛戦の準備に取り掛かってください。
Whoops, we'll have to come back to this later. Sounds like we have company. The hell's gonna happen this time? This attack came sooner than I expected. They really must be desperate. They who? Who else? C-Ray turned to face the Blackboard and his eyes flashed red once more.
The remote operation again. Those monsters look the same as the ones that attacked the complex. No kidding! And they're swarming in like cockroaches.
Don't just stand around. They're coming this way. We gotta get out of here. The correct response here is fight, not flight. What do you think I brought you here for? I don't care. I didn't sign up for this. Maybe, but you don't take action, those monsters will get inside the school pretty darn quick. And then they'll slaughter every last one of you without the slightest hesitation. They want to kill us? Don't like it? Then fight. You already have all the power you need. You mean that hemo whatever that you gave us before? Yeah. That's right. With a low hemo animal on your side, defeating grunts like these will be easy as pie. Now, battle stations, everyone. Get ready to defend your beloved school from the enemy menace.
Whoops. Sorry. No way. Absolutely not. Aside from that one time, none of us have any experience with stuff like that. You can't expect us to... You want us to fight? So be it. Just like that? Fight or die. Those are our only options. I, for one, have no intention of dying today. Yeah, count me in!
You too!
Honestly, I'm still kind of bummed that we'll miss out on the tension of never knowing who's gonna turn on us next. But an us versus them killing game could be fun too. Maybe we'll get skin-tight bodysuits and crazy compressed energy weapons.
I'll probably be about as much use as a lantern in the daytime.
God.
I don't like this, but I'll be damned if I let those freaks take me out. Alright, I'm in. I ain't about to sit on the sidelines and let women and children fight for me. The strong gotta protect the weak. Everybody stand back. It's time for Takemoto Yakushiji to bring the pain.
Spare us your outdated notions of chivalry. I'm far stronger than you anyway.
You wanna take this outside, bitch? You guys are crazy. We're not talking about some random street punks here. They're full-on monsters. We shouldn't even be thinking about fighting them. We have to find a way out of here before it's too late.
But why though? So long as those undying flames are around, none of us are going anywhere. And even if we were to escape somehow, what's your plan for getting back to the complex?
Well, is it starting to sink in? You really have no choice but to fight. That's your purpose for being here, not the reason why. Now get out there and do or die. Fight or die. One thing's for sure, I don't want to die. Dying alone and confused in a place like this would be beyond tragic. In that case, there's only one thing I can do. Sorry, but you can count me out. Huh? We've got no way of knowing whether what you say is true. You've certainly done nothing to earn our trust. By your own admission, you're the one who abducted us and brought us here against our will. And now you want us to fall in line and follow orders. I don't think so, sir. Hey, he's right. For all we know, he could be the one that sent those things after us in the first place.
Either way, I'm gonna pass too. There's no way I'm getting involved in another battle with those things.
It won't make any difference whether I join you or not. Actually, I'd probably just get in your way.
What should we do, brother dearest?
We're definitely staying out of it. I'd never allow you to be put in such a dangerous situation, sister dearest. Sounds like we got a bunch of lily-livered pacifists here. Always said peacetime would turn the next generation soft.
Thank you, Cookie. I will hydrate.
Oh, don't worry. I will, hydrate as well, actually. Hold on. It's a can of sparkling water.
Yum, yum, yum.
Much better. Well, that's why I made sure to recruit a diverse bunch. It takes all sorts to win a war, as they say. There's no time for further discussion, so make do with those who are willing to fight. Just 3 of us? From the look of it, this is just a scouting party. Not much to them. You 3 should be plenty to handle it.
All the better if I don't have to worry about anyone else dragging me down. An incompetent ally can be just as trouble as an enemy.
We'll see who's incompetent once we get out there. No time to waste. You 3, follow me to the war room. C-Ray trotted towards the door, his eyes flashing now a familiar shade of red. The sound of the lock disengaging came a second or two after.
That feature is so cool.
Before we go, let me give the rest of you a little piece of advice. I said before that you'll all be killed in this school. This school fell to the enemy. But the truth is, there is much more to it than that at stake here. Your friends, families, everything go dear from your lives in the Tokyo residential complex. If we lose this war, all that will be forfeit. What? Ooh, excuse me. You see what I mean when I said you had no choice but to fight? Mull it over. If any of you change your mind, the war room is right down the hall. With those parting words, C-Ray left, followed by Hiruko, Takemaru, and Darumi. Everything we hold dear. But how can that anything to do with this? C-Ray, did he do something to Karuha? Could he have taken our friends and families hostage? Oh. Don't let him rattle you. That's exactly what he wants. Huh? Odds are it's all just lies and empty threats. Your imagination jumps to the worst case scenario, and he uses that fear to control you. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I mean, there's no way any of this is for real, right?
They wouldn't really kill us, would they? This is real life. Stuff like that just doesn't happen.
Lies? Empty threats? I'm not so sure about that. C-Ray is shady for sure. Oh my god, C-Ray is shady for sure. That's a tongue twister right there. I'm not about to believe everything he says without questioning it. But what if he's not lying? Is that a risk I'm willing to take? What if I really do die? I've seen firsthand the carnage those monsters are capable of. Shouldn't I try to fight back? Or at least offer some kind of resistance? Can I really afford to stand idly by and do nothing? Alright, it says objective is to leave the room, so you gotta leave the room, unless you want to talk to these peeps.
I do not, however, I gotta go on a short break. So, yeah, be right back. Hello, we're back. Oops.
I'm back.
Okay. There we go. Went to grab a snack and came back hearing your BRB screen music and thought, damn, they're really trying to mimic Danganronpa, huh?
Yeah, we're trying to mimic it with our mouths. Let's see, objective right now is to leave the room, so...
Yes, we shall leave unless you want to talk to anyone here.
Nah, not really. What about you?
No, my favorites aren't in here, so... My favorites are gonna actually fight.
It's no good. I can't do this. If I try to fight those monsters, I might die. Doing what Zero wants probably isn't too smart either. Even so, I can't just do nothing while the others are putting themselves in danger. Now I knew what I had to do. As I headed for the door, someone called out to me. Takumi, where are you going?
This song is also very Danganronpa.
Very, very Danganronpa. No way! You're not gonna go join those three psychos, are you?
Aren't you scared? Those monsters could tear you apart.
I know that. And of course I'm scared. I'm terrified. Who wouldn't be? But I made somebody a promise. I said that I'd protect her, no matter what happened.
何があっても彼は俺が守ってやるから。
約束だからね。
The idea that she could be in danger right now scares me more than anything. This person, is she somebody you hold dear, as Sirei put it? Yeah, I guess she is. That's why I'm going to fight. Not because Sirei told us to, but so I can keep my promise. Oh my! You're quite the dashing hero, Mr. Sumino.
You did sound pretty cool.
Don't give me too much credit. I'm not about to run all out guns blazing. I won't be the only one fighting, so if things look bad, I can always hang back and let the others take up some of the slack. With enough lucky breaks, I can fudge my way to victory no problem. That's a real positive attitude you got there. Yeah, people tell me I'm too positive for my own good sometimes. Alright, if that's your decision, I won't stop you. Just don't die out there, okay? I'll try. I opened up the classroom door and ran out into the hallway. It does look kinda like a school, I guess. Still not quite what I was expecting, though. But that can wait. The others were going to the war room, right? I'd better go catch up with them.
Okay, it's on the 3rd floor.
Oh, there it is.
Good. Oh, you coming too, Takumi?
This means you made up your mind to fight? Yes. I figured you guys could use all the help you can get.
That's assuming you'll be any help at all.
That's the old Last Defense Academy fighting spirit. I knew you'd come around, Sumino. I didn't exactly have a lot of choice the way you threatened us. You wound me with your cruel words, soldier. That was just some friendly advice. If there was a chance your inaction would have dire consequences for your loved ones, you'd want to know about it, wouldn't you? What does that even mean? I'll explain later. Right now, protecting the school takes priority. Now then. Take up your infusers. You remember how these work, right? Just shove them in your chest and they'll pump you full of that sweet, sweet hemoanima. With that much power on your side, securing victory should be a cinch. Once you're fully juiced up, use these launch pads to get down to the battlefield.
Then we just have to eliminate all enemy units, yes? Let's get started.
About time. Let's do this.
This is so hype!
I can do this. I'll find a way to make it work somehow. I've beaten these things once, and I can do it again. I just have to do it like I did back home.
大丈夫だよ、たっくんなら。なんとかなるし、なんとかできるって。
Katawa believes in me. Now it's time to prove her right.
じゃあ防衛戦を展開させるよ。今こそみんなの力をすべて出すんだ。力が出せないなら底力を出すんだ。虐殺して惨殺してなぶり殺して皆殺して殺戮するジェノサイドパーティーの開幕だよ。
Wee.
始まりだ。敵軍はこの校舎に向かって進行してくるよ。校舎には防衛バリアが張ってあるけど、敵に攻撃されるとバリア耐久率が下がっていく。耐久率が 0% になると敵軍に侵入を許すことになる。そうなったら負けだからね。バリア耐久率に気をつけながら最終防衛学園を守り抜くんだ。観察して考察して理解して殺戮してとにかく活動するんだ。僕はもう戦場なんだからね。ぼーっと突っ立ってたらダメだよ。
In a defensive battle, you will lose if the barrier generator is destroyed. Protect it until the very end and destroy all of the enemies. Okay.
Alright, you got about 3 AP right now, so you can act 3 times before you have to pass.
Each member of the special defense unit has a unique ability known as a specialist skill. Learn each character's skill and use them to your advantage in battle. Hiroko is an attacker that specializes in hard-hitting attacks. You don't say. Automatically gains attack +1. Blah. Yep. Okay.
もう壊れちゃったの？この感覚悪くないわね。いい気分だわ。ヒルコってのバカ強じゃん。
なんなんだよてめえのそのどえれえ力。
だから言ったでしょ。あなたよりもずっと強いって。
どうしてそんなに強いんだ。
どうだっていいじゃない。あなたに説明する必要ある？無駄口を叩いている余力があるの。一匹でも多く雑魚を片付けてもらえるかしら。
まあいい。てめえの力が頼りになるのは間違いねえしな。よっしゃ続きだ。ぶちかましてやんよ。飛ばすぜ。
Yep, that seems to be like a perfect area for him to attack in.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. I think I'll save some AP now.
Like I said... Oh.
Yes.
Like I said, you can move the character first and then choose the attack range afterwards. By using the attack... No, not dash. By using the... Yeah, using the attack you want to use, first you move a character to where you want to move them, and then attack where you want them to attack.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just making sure.
Wait, what was this one? Oh, yeah. Nah. Rude.
Alright. You should be able to clear the enemies this turn.
Yeah.
Oh, this is perfect. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
Yes.
So, if you have Hiroko use a defensive stance, it'll use 1 AP, but it'll cure her fatigue.
That's true.
Which will allow her to... And there you go.
Nanda, 大したことねえな。ビビって損したぜ。
あら、ビビってたの？あなたって見かけの割に小さいのね。
誰が小さいだと？泣かすぞこれ。
みんなすごいね。とても初めてとは思えないよ。
はにゃ？だって東京団地の時にもやったし。
ああ、そうだったね。
つうか、あの化け物の正体は何なんだ？そろそろ教えろや。
連中は とにかく悪くて獰猛な人類の敵だよ。
ざっくりすぎるだろ。もっと具体的に教えてくれ。
異世界の敵とかじゃなくて宇宙からの襲来、それか魔法生物とか、いっそその全部で異世界からやってきた人類撲滅を企む大魔王が率いる宇宙犯罪組織のロボット魔法怪人軍とか。
設定盛りすぎだろ。
連中の正体はまだ詳しく分かってないんだ。ただこの学園を襲う存在ということで、本館はあの連中を新校生と呼ぶことにしている。
新校生。
この学園の周囲は消えない炎で囲まれてるから、普段は新校生も近づけないんだけど、どうやってかたまにそれを超えてくる連中がいるんだ。そんな連中をなぎ払うのが特防隊の役目なんだよ。
どうしてあいつらはこの学園を襲うんだ。
新校生はこの学園にあるあるものを狙っているんだ。もしそれが新校生に奪われるようなことになれば、人類は滅亡するしかなくなってしまうんだ。
は？人類滅亡？
じゃあこれは人類を守るための戦いなのか。すげえじゃねえか。
いや、さすがに話が大きくなりすぎじゃないか。この学校と人類にどんな関係が。
難しい説明はもういいよ。どうせダルミはバカだからわかんないし。
待って、
どうしたの？
レーダーに反応だ。再び敵影を確認した。すぐ近くだ。来るよ。しかも大型だ。
なんだよありゃ。あんなのと戦えってのか。
ただ大きいだけでしょ。あの程度じゃ何も感じないの。
ダルミ、超大型モンスターを増やしてみた。
おい待ってやばい、助けないと。
Duh.
No, Darmy.
マジかよ。
はい、死体回収。もう大丈夫だよ。死体は回収したから安心して。
安心って何が安心なんだよ。
いいから、今はあの敵に集中して。あれは新校生を率いる部隊長だ。今までの雑魚とはわけが違うよ。
そうね。今はあの敵に集中しましょう。死にたくなければ。
でも
状況に飲まれんな。状況に飲まれたら負けるぞ。喧嘩はビビったもんの負けなんだ。気合だぞ。今はもう覚悟を決めてやるしかねえ。
くそ。
部隊長は他の雑魚連中とは段違いの化け物で特殊な力を使うんだ。あいつに人類の武器や兵器は通用しない。倒せるのは学力だけだ。だからこそみんなの力が必要なんだよ。
どうして学力だけ通じるんだ。この力は何なんだよ。
新校生と戦うためのありがたい力だよ。今はそれさえ覚えておけば大丈夫。あ、そうそう。さっきのドローンはまだ調整中だから。 それ以上は死なないように気をつけて戦ってね。
何が気をつけてた。くそ、無責任に言いやがって。
Yes. Okay.
Looks like you can't use the special attack just yet, so you have no choice to use Boost Team Anima.
Yeah, I'm just thinking who I want to use it on.
Do you want me to give you a suggestion, or do you want to figure it out?
Well, I'm open to suggestions.
Considering that Hiroko does the most damage right now, I would kind of recommend Hiroko as the one to boost Team Anima.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
始めるわね。
Let's see. Or... Yeah.
たまらないわ。
Alright, now you can act.
Yeah.
さあ、始めるわね。
行くぞ。
出番のよう仕掛けるわね。
Oh, good. It does reach.
内臓をぶちまけなさい。畳みかけなさい。
やってやる。
Hmm?
Hmm?
I thought I heard something.
Oh, I think that was Stina.
Oh. Okay, just
Yeah.
making sure.
いいよ、その調子だ。そのまま一気に打ち負かすんだ。
やってやる。
さあ、始めるわよ。これはどう？
出番だな。
Dude. You're halfway there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I guess that was just a tutorial fight.
Oh yeah.
あらら、逃げちゃったね。でも、追うのは危険だね。仕方ない。とどめを刺すのは諦めよう。よくやったね。もう学力を解除していいよ。校舎に戻っておいで。
Oh, hi, Kaito.
Hey, you got an S rank at least.
Yay.
Welcome back. You did great out there, soldiers. Those invaders never knew what hit them. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do I appreciate? You guys. This is no time to celebrate. Girl died out there, you sick bastard. Oh, come on. I just want to give you some positive affirmation. It's a management thing.
He's right. Settle down. Yelling isn't going to do us any good.
Don't tell me you're okay with what just happened.
It's war. People die. That's the whole idea. And it's not like she meant anything to me. We only met a couple of hours ago. If anything, you're the strange one for getting so worked up about a total stranger.
You got a real attitude problem, you know that? I know I said not hitting girls with an ironclad rule. But I figured for you I could find a loophole. I mean, open-handed strikes barely count as real hits, right?
Just try it. I'll twist your body into a double helix in return.
Sounds like in this case, DNA stands for Don't No Arg! Come on, guys, we shouldn't fight among ourselves. Just as tension in the room seemed strained to the breaking point, the door flew open with a clatter. Are you guys alright? No, asshole! We ain't alright! The emo chick with the creepy laugh got killed!
For real? She actually died?
Were you guys watching? Yeah, the monitor in the classroom broadcast the whole battle. Honestly, I'm not sure if I approve of my dear sister being exposed to such explicit content.
That was the first time I ever saw a person die.
I still don't believe it. I know they say reality is cruel and all that, but this seriously can't be happening. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's all a dream. Just one big messed up nightmare. What do I have to do to wake up? Should I just pinch myself real hard? Quit your whining. Nope.
てめえらがビビって戦わなかったせいで、あいつが的になって殺されちまったんだ。
She knew what she was getting into when she agreed to go out there. And there's every chance things still would have ended up like this even with our help.
Oh, hi, Levin. Thank you, I will stretch. Ooh! Oh, my back cracked. Ooh.
Wait, hold on. Let me see the chat real quick. I see a little silhouette of a man. Scaramouche, will you do the Mr. I wasn't even going for that when I chose my name, but, like, you know what?
It works.
Sure, why not? What? Alright, troops, break it up. We're all on the same side here. Good grief, the way you're carrying on, you think someone had died.
から死んでるじゃねえか。
But then the door opened again, and we were joined by an unexpected guest.
つぶばーただいま
は？
なんでそんな驚いてんの？もしかしてメイク落ちちゃってる？
Well, yes.
じゃなくて、なんで生きてんの？幽霊？幽霊じゃないよ。テレビだよ。よくわかんないけど、生き返ったみたい。
You came back? Isn't that wonderful? Just another miracle courtesy of our friend Hemo Anima. What's Hemo Anima got to do with it?
Everything?
It's not just for fighting, you know. It can also reconstruct and reanimate organic tissue. If one of you falls in battle, we send out a drone to recover your body post-haste. Then it's just a matter of getting it inside one of the recovery pods in the infirmary, stimulating your remaining hemo anima, and boom, you rise from your grave. You can die out there as much as you want. You'll just keep coming back. You mean we're immortal? Ding ding, that's correct. But that's impossible! I mean, even more impossible than everything else is going on around here. You don't have to believe me, but there's some pretty strong evidence standing right in front of you, wouldn't you say?
Yep, Exhibit A right here. Common sense has gone right out the window now. You think it's gonna turn out we're inside a super immersive VR game or something?
That's just your narrow viewpoint of what's normal talking. All of you from the Tokyo residential complex are like that. You've lived your lives under that dome for so long, you had no idea what a wide and wonderful place this world really is. Your future is simply brimming with possibilities. I don't even know how to react to that. You serious? We really can't die? Dude, that is so freaking sweet! This Hemo Anima stuff is awesome!
Must you raise your voice over every new development?
Just remember, you're only immortal while you remain on school ground. The recovery drones can't get past that wall of fire. And if the invaders manage to get in and damage the recovery pods, you'll be stuck with the one life you've got. You'll be back to regular old mortals. One life and then you're gone for good. In other words, if we want to stay alive, we have to keep fighting off the invaders. Now you're getting it, Sumino. Keep on fighting like good little soldiers and you'll be fine.
Whoa, hold on a minute. Now that I think about it, not being able to die has a major downside. We can't hold a killing game like this! How are we supposed to murder each other if we're all immortal? That's the part you have a problem with?
One more thing, just to set your minds at ease. When you revive, you'll get a new bomb implanted in you. Good as new.
Oh, good.
I've always had explosive diarrhea now.
That's my life every day.
That's supposed to comfort us? At any rate, we prepared for everything. Now you can fight to your heart's content, right? Absolutely not. I'm more against it than ever now.
Just like me, for real. Yes.
What? How come? Even if this advanced technology you're talking about does exist, immortality seems a step too far. Your explanation of how it works was far too simplistic. I find it hard to believe you're telling us the whole truth. And even if we do come back afterwards, fatal injuries are still going to hurt, right?
Kaito, get off my desk. Ugh, whatever. It's fine.
I'll drink this can of sparkly.
It hurt like hell when it happened to me. It was so bad I thought I was gonna die. You did die.
In that case, I'm out. I can't allow anything that would cause my dear sister any pain. Young people these days are so self-centered. We're talking about the future of humanity here, you know? You keep saying that, but how exactly does what you're doing here relate to that stuff?
Like you said, if the invaders secure a special something from inside the school, humanity will be wiped out, correct?
That's right. If you lose this war, Homo sapiens will be a thing of the past. Naturally, the Tokyo residential complex will be obliterated too.
What? Watch out for her.
Obliterated? Then that's what you meant by everything we hold dear being forfeit?
Eh?
Now you're getting it. The fate of the world as we know it rests squarely on your shoulders. When did my life go spectacularly off track?
So what is this thing
Oh, I'm sorry.
So what is this thing that makes... What is this thing that mankind's future depends on? What is it we're risking our lives to defend?
I knew you'd ask me that sooner or later. It's only natural you want to know, so allow me. To throw you a victory party! Your achievement in the field today deserves to be rewarded! And there's Monokuma right there.
Yeah.
The Danganronpa allegations are not helping. We want information, not a party!
Information party?
Heck yeah. No reason you can't have both. I'll tell you more while you eat. You must be starving after all that fighting, right? Now that you mention it, I could use a bite. You're saying there's somewhere we can get food around here? Of course! There's a cafeteria on the first floor. I'll meet you there. Come straight up, troops. No distractions, no detours.
Look at my ass!
What do we do now? I'm in favor of going to the cafeteria. My dear sister's stomach has been grumbling adorably for a while now.
God, I want to fucking kill you.
You can't. He's immortal.
Ugh. You don't have to tell them that. I want to... Sorry. I want to hear what Siri has to say, so I'll go along too. ...
We wandered out of the war room one by one, still trying to make sense of the situation. Guess I'll go with the crowd. The cafeteria should be somewhere on the first floor.
So I assume I cannot fast travel?
Oh, you can.
Okay, never mind. Good.
Yay! Here it is, the school cafeteria. It's a lot bigger than I expected. Although it's still just as weird as everything else around here. Go ahead and order whatever you want. It's your party, after all. Our handy-dandy ration-o-matic will create any kind of food you desire.
Yeah.
It slices, it dices, it also makes julienne fries. You want ramen, burgers, steaks, sushi, It all rolls out nice and fresh. It's even got a recipe for pasta sauce made by a grieving widower desperately trying to recreate his beloved wife's cooking from memory. Which is actually a reference to a movie in Japan.
Oh, okay. That's so sad. Speaking as a grandpa's girl, I don't even want to think about something like that, let alone try it. I think I'm gonna stick with dessert. God, my brain. I think I'm gonna stick with dessert. Chewing solid food for too long makes my jaw hurt.
I'm a little worried about whether this stuff is really safe to eat, but I'm hungry enough that I'm willing to risk it. 1 hour later. Man, that hit the spot! I ain't never had anything this fancy before.
It wasn't a bad effort, I suppose. I just wish we could have had some wine to go with it.
Hey, you're too young for alcohol. Just cause you got an attitude doesn't mean you can't get special treatment.
Uh-huh.
What's with that snarky laugh? You think I'm scared? I ain't afraid of breaking no laws. I'm talking about your health here, dumbass. That's not considered a mess up your body if your body's not used to it, you know? What's so funny? You think you're better than me or something? More importantly, why do these guys get the 5-star treatment while we're stuck with dry bread?
Hating this is actually making me hungrier.
It's a victory dinner, remember? None of you did anything to contribute to this victory. So now you're using food as an incentive to get us to fight. That won't work on me and my dear sister. We've lived through hardships much worse than this.
Don't remind me.
I'm fine with it too. If anything, dry bread is too good for a human cockroach like me.
I really don't like him either.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I get being like down on yourself, but if that's like all you ever say, it's just God.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It can get much at times, right?
Yes.
Just in case any of you big-hearted recruits get any ideas, sharing food between fighters and non-fighters is strictly forbidden. You've thought of everything, haven't you? Sorry. I hope it doesn't look like we're rubbing it in. Don't worry about it. You're not the one who's at fault here. Now, if you've all eaten your fill, what say we get back on topic? Alright, let me start from the beginning. Last Defense Academy lies somewhere outside the Tokyo residential complex, where you've all been living up until now. Of course, its exact location is a highly classified military secret. Very hush-hush. The school periodically comes under attack by a hostile force we call the Invaders. Much about them remains a mystery, but we do know what they're after. A certain special something concealed in this very school. This item is vital to the continued existence of humanity. If it should fall into invaders' hands, it's all over. Your home in the Tokyo residential complex will be destroyed, and everyone you've ever known will die horribly. To avoid this, we've drafted you into the Special Defense Unit, a squad dedicated to protecting the school from the invaders. To make things easier for you to mobilize in the case of an attack, you're all living here until further notice. And those are the facts of this case, Your Honor. Any questions, or do you guys want to chow down some more?
Wait, go over that last part again. We're really supposed to live here from now on? Until further notice is awfully vague. Surely we're not supposed to spend the rest of our lives here?
Of course, your commission comes with an expiry date. You'll be required to serve here for just 100 days. 100 days? That's right. Just about 2,400 hours, and you're done. If you manage to defend the school for that long, that is. After that, you'll be free to return to the peaceful existence you enjoyed so much before this ordeal began.
Huh?
You mean we can go back to the complex? Is that even a complex for us to return to? Or have those monsters already destroyed it? Oh no, it's doing fine. There's no danger of the invaders attacking the Tokyo residential complex again. Right now, they're focused entirely on this school instead. Whatever you got stowed away in here is that important to him, huh?
You've told us a lot, but there's one detail you seem determined to keep from us. Don't make me ask again. What exactly is it we're protecting? And why would losing it mean the end of humanity?
Those are some good questions. Persisted as always, Shizahara.
One more thing. If this mission is as important as you say, why would you assign it to such a small group? We're civilians without any significant combat experience. The only one here who can put up a decent fight is me. You don't hold back, do you?
Another excellent question, and I'd love to give you a detailed, comprehensive answer to go with it. But that's all highly classified information, and so long as even one viewer refuses to fight, that's the way it's going to stay. What?
What, Kaito? Goodness. Explain yourself.
If you really want to know more about your mission or why you were chosen for it, there's just one path open to you, Shizahara. That's for you and the other brave souls from the fighters group to convince these lily-livered pennyweights to join in the war effort too. Now you want them to do your dirty work for you? It's just one underhanded trick after another. It's not like I'm doing this to yank your chains. That's just a fun bonus. My primary goal is to get out all of you out there on the battlefield fighting the good fight. The invader forces are only going to get stronger from here on out, so I need you all to be in tip-top condition. Without another word, Sire hopped off his chair and strolled leisurely towards the door. Where are you going? I was gonna go drop a deuce and hit the hay. Why, you wanna come watch?
No, I'm good. You actually have realistic bodily functions?
That's just getting early night tonight. You need to give your bodies time to recover after a fierce battle like today's. You never know when the next attack is going to happen. The next attack. This wasn't the first time I had to face those monsters, and it won't be the last either. They'll keep coming back to attack the school again and again. Every time, we'll have to put our lives on the line, and maybe even experience the pain of death firsthand. That threat will be hanging over us constantly for the next 100 days. Will I be able to stay sane for that long? Will I even be the same person at the end of those 100 days? Where is we supposed to sleep anyway? You want us all to huddle on the floor together?
Hot.
There's no need for that. I prepared luxurious individual suites for all of you. You'll find them on the rooftop.
Phew. At least we get our own rooms. I was starting to worry about that.
You're all at that delicate age, after all. I left you guys alone. You'll be running like rabbits in no time.
Is that true? Is kinky group sex some kind of high school rite of passage?
No!
Oh my god.
She's the last character I expected to say that.
I have no memory of her saying that. Oh my god. Oh my god.
You need to stop taking what he says so seriously, sister dearest. Go find your rooms, settle in, and think hard about what you're going to do from here on. Tomorrow is the first day of the rest of your lives.
What did he mean? What's there to think about? I think that's his way of encouraging you guys to join the fight. Come on, do it. Do it! Just pretend like you're an anti-PK hunting down griefers like a boss. I don't know this reference.
No.
She's referencing MMORPGs where you go around killing players who kill other players.
Okay.
Anyway. Look, I'm just a regular guy. I can't even flip a switch and go psycho. We're immortal here. What's there to be scared of? Sure, getting killed hurts, but you can come back right after. You know how some people don't ride roller coasters even though everyone knows they're perfectly safe? It's like that, except even more so since there's actual danger in this case.
You do realize your decision also affects the rest of us? We're being denied important information because of your cowardice.
I know. Pretty much everything I do has a negative effect on the people around me. The world would be better off if I'd never been born.
Oh my god.
I don't see why we should be expected to fight in the first place. Shouldn't protecting humanity be left up to the science nerds and army jocks?
Oh, right, why us? I haven't even solved my first mystery yet. Besides, once people start talking about the future of humanity, I kinda tune out. It's too big for me to wrap my head around. That lack of imagination is a serious shortcoming. You'll never survive if you don't learn how to adapt.
I get where Tsubasa is coming from, though. Yesterday was just another normal day. Now I'm risking my life fighting monsters who want to destroy the world. Part of me is still having trouble accepting any of this as real. Something tells me this little round table we've got here isn't going anywhere. How about we call it a day? After that victor's feast, I'm about ready to slip into a food coma.
Same here. Dying really takes it out of you.
Really gotta stay here a whole 100 days? We've only been here for one, and I'm already sick of this place. I have my fair share of concerns too. Sire said we were living together, but we're basically prisoners here. You sure you're alright? Please, don't worry about me. The symptoms, they come and go. But I agree we should rest for now. A good night's sleep will help us focus better tomorrow.
Well, with everything that's happened, I doubt I'll be able to go to sleep.
Unable to dispel the oppressive atmosphere, everyone gradually wandered out of the cafeteria. I should get going too. Apparently our rooms are up on the roof. Is it just me, or is that a really strange place to put them? Oh, there you go.
Can't fast travel.
Oh, you can't. So you have to go there manually.
Yep.
Damn.
Alright. Run.
No!
Silly run cycle.
He has the zoomies.
Checking my posture. Thank you. My posture is terrible. As always.
Here we go. Oh, right. No ceiling. That alone was a weird enough sight. The prefab huts intended to serve as our rooms seemed almost normal in comparison. Each hut was adorned with a metal plate bearing the name of one of our group. Not odd about it. This is where we're meant to stay. Looks like your room is right in the middle, Mr. Sumino. Oh, okay. Thanks.
There are a lot of more... Bleh. There are a lot more rooms than there are people. I wonder what the others are for.
Huh, I didn't notice that. Think there's some reason behind it? They're probably just spares. Nothing worth getting worked up about. What's the meaning of this? This has to be a mistake. This is a travesty, an outrage. Oh. What's wrong? My dear sister and I have been assigned separate rooms. Someone's trying to obstruct our pure, sweet sibling ties.
Thank God. Oh.
You must be just as devastated as I am, sister dearest. You'd feel much better having your brother dearest by your side, wouldn't you?
I think it's fine for us to be apart now and then. Sleeping in different rooms for a while isn't going to hurt.
But I really don't get these two at all.
God, okay.
This is my room, huh? It's nicer than I thought it'd be. There I go again, being positive for all the wrong reasons. Exhausted, I kicked off my shoes and climbed into bed without further delay. Whew. I hate to admit it, but it was actually more comfy than my own bed back home. The moment I lay down, the day's activity seems to catch up with me all at once. Being thrust into this unfamiliar world and confronted with so many harrowing truths have completely drained me. My average, mundane life had been ripped away from me, and I was at the mercy of the forces beyond my control. I was like a tiny rowing boat tossed around on a vast ocean. Every cell in my body was screaming for rest. I was in no position to resist. The oblivion of sleep was a blessing at this point. Within a few seconds, everything went black. And so ended my first day at Last Defense Academy. If I woke up tomorrow to find it had all been... that would be fine with me. In fact, that was the best case scenario I could imagine. Maybe in the morning, everything would be back to normal. I'd go downstairs to the living room, say goodbye to my dad as he worked. Mom would be there, Ricardo would too. Ding dong bing bong!
A body has been discovered. Just kidding.
最終防衛学園2日目の朝になりました。この素敵な学園で迎える最初の朝ということで、栄養満点グレートな朝食を食堂に用意してあるよ。食べて殺意の波動にビンビン目覚めちゃおうね。みんな食堂に集まれ。
Is that some kind of wake-up call? What a depressing way to start the day. I didn't like the sound of that give you plenty of bloodlust stuff either. I hope he hasn't laced our food with something to make us more aggressive. I guess I should head to the cafeteria. I don't want any trouble. Oh, no fast travel. You gotta get there like I'm... I didn't even finish my sentence, and I said, you gotta get down there, and then you suddenly shout, motherfucker! And I'm like, yeah, that's right. Get down like a motherfucker.
Guess it just really wanted me to see the fucking sky, so it's like, don't fast travel, bitch. God.
There's again. A totally open, unobstructed sky. I still can't get used to it. Every time I look up, a reminder of how bizarre this whole thing is. Seeing the sky gives me this weird, uneasy feeling. Like I could get sucked up into it and keep falling forever. If I stay here for long enough, will staring up into infinite space like this start to feel Normal? No, there's no way I can get used to something like so unnatural. I'd rather go back to my nice, safe life in the residential complex.
Now can I fast travel?
Now you can fast travel. What, you don't want to talk to C-Ray before you go to the cafeteria?
Nah.
Alright, everybody. Dig in and get yourselves all fueled up.
Oh.
Didn't you hear me? I said dig in. This is no time to worry about proper table manners. Dig in on what? Half of us are stuck with dry bread again.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm grateful we have anything to eat at all. We've had days in the TLC when we had to make do with much less than this.
Brother dearest, please. I don't want to think about that.
Let me guess. If we want anything more substantial, we'd have to agree to fight.
In that case, I'll stick with the dry bread. Boring, plain, flavorless dry bread.
I recommend, Stroman's white bread. Anyway, suit yourselves. But there's one more thing I need from you. I planned to do this on the day you transferred in, but I had to push it back because of the enemy attack. What is it this time? I want you to take a tour of the Last Defense Academy campus. You're going to be living here, so you might as well get to know the place. There are a ton of rooms and facilities you haven't seen yet.
Sounds like fun! You got any rooms where the door locks behind you and you have to solve obscure logic puzzles to get out?
That's a reference to Zero Escape.
Oh, okay.
There are. You can go in on your own. This is no ordinary school, you know. You're bound to find something to surprise you. So once you finish breakfast, put on your walking boots and go explore your new... Whoa. I feel like we're playing right into Siri's hands, but we should probably try to get a better idea of what kind of place this is. We might even turn up some clues about what that special something we're protecting is. No time like the present. Let's take a look around. Alright.
Okay.
Go take a look around the school and check out the facilities, I suppose. Well, that's one of the places. Ah, Takumi. You came to check out this area too? Yeah, what is it? Some kind of entrance hall? Entrance and exit. Of course, even if we left the school from here, we'd still have to contend with the wall of flames. You're welcome to leave the school building at your own discretion, but there's no real point in doing so. Ah! Where did you come from? As your commanding officer, it's my duty to offer guidance and support wherever and whenever you need it. I can appear anywhere on school grounds. Anyway, even if you make it past the flames, there's just a whole lot of nothing on the other side. But if you feel like a change of scenery, be my guest. He's gone! How does he move so fast? Don't worry about him. I found something much more interesting. Interesting how? Those machines over there. Go take a look at them. What's so interesting about these? What are they even for? It seems they're a special model of fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers? That's right! I put them here so you can use them to go exploring. You again! Would you mind telling Takumi what you told me? No sooner said than done. During your stay here, there may be times when you want to wander off school grounds and explore the surrounding area. That's where these fire extinguishers come in.
Ma.
With a little help from your hemo anima, you can use these to temporarily put a hole in the wall and open a way forward.
Huh?
Whoa, wait a minute. You saying we can actually put out the undying flames? There's nothing stopping us from using these and just getting out of here? Yeah, your pal Altsuki had the same idea, but there's nothing but ruins out there. Just ruins. You might find useful bits and pieces among the rubble, or maybe even some items you can still use in the old town. That's if the invaders don't get you first. There's invaders out there?
Oh.
Well, sure, the place is crawling with them. The wall of fire's there to keep them out, remember? Not only that, but you can't be revived if you die outside the school grounds. It's a dangerous business going out the door and into the unknown. And we're a long way from the Tokyo residential complex here. You'd never make it on foot, so don't even think about it. So much for that idea. Coming up with plans to escape will only lead you to despair. I'm sure you can find a much more productive use of your time, like a killing game or a bear that talks about killings.
Boop, 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 boop.
Like focusing on protecting the school, and by extension humanity, for the next 99 days, ensuring a peaceful, harmonious future.
Hey.
Y'all want this story to have a happy ending, don't you? So beyond the walls, just ruins.
Oh.
At least we have hope now. If there's a way to get past the flames, there's a way for us to get home.
Huh?
Huh? Weren't you listening just now? Siri said we'd too far away from the complex to make it on our own. I wouldn't put too much stock in everything he says. In fact, isn't it a little suspicious he went out of his way to let us know that?
Oh.
There must be some way to get back to the TRC. He's just hiding it from us.
Oh.
Personally, I think the truth is the exact opposite of what he said. The best use of our time isn't following his orders, but finding a way home. I refuse to believe the future of humanity could possibly depend on us. We'll get out of this somehow. That's the idea I'm putting my faith in. Sounds like Eito's determined to defy Siri to the very end. To be honest, I can't say for sure that he's making the wrong choice. That's what makes this so hard. Oh, excuse me for a moment, I gotta blow my nose.
Okay, you do that and I will find another room. Let's see. Bathroom, classroom. That's not one of them.
Alright. Nope, strange room, there we go.
Strange room.
What the? Oh, it's you, Darumi. What are you doing alone in the dark here? Aren't the lights working?
Looks like they're not. But it's cool. I actually prefer it this way. The real world is a little too bright for me. Hard, bright, and violent. Sometimes just getting through it is a real drain.
I don't know about that. For me, spending all day in this kind of darkness would probably be much worse. Sure is a lot of fancy equipment in here. I wonder what it all does.
Oh, I've seen these in movies and stuff. You climb inside the pod, fire it up, and your consciousness is transported into another world.
Like virtual reality?
They are so advanced. You get to leave your old life behind and live in a world totally tailored to your whims. I wish I had one of these at home.
That sounds a little too good to be true.
Looks like this one's broken, though. Just like me. I've tried every button and switch I could find, but it won't turn on.
Is it okay for us to be touching stuff without really knowing what it does?
Of course not! I just told you the damn thing's broken, didn't I?
Whoa! Why is she so angry all of a sudden?
Unless I can get Sarah to fix this, escaping into a perfect fantasy world is going to be just that. A fantasy.
Now she's crying? I can't keep up with this girl's mood swings. More importantly, is this machine really broken? I can't tell myself. Guess I'll take Darumi's word for it.
Okay, leaving.
Alright, there's the training room on the second floor, so... Up.
Up the stairs. Oh.
Alright, now just...
Bye.
Well, Kako herself is not too bad, but Ima is...
She's more tolerable, yes. Bathroom.
That's the classroom.
Training room.
Oh, there it is. This room. It said training room on the door, but... It looks more like a video game arcade. How are we supposed to train in here? All these machines just look like arcade games. Remarkable, sir! You picked out the best one in the house. You clearly have impeccable taste. Ah! Stop jumping out at me like that! This is Academy State-of-the-Art VR training machine.
Oh.
I mean, using your actual muscles and getting all sweaty is just so last century, am I right?
Totally.
That's why we developed these machines to help you hone your skills using just your neural impulses and our cutting-edge technology. I don't get it. Will playing a game really help us? Your hemo animal gets stronger the more you use it, just like your muscles, your brain, and your baloney pony.
Okay.
You should consider dropping by to train when you're off duty. You can even get some friends together for a group session. Just keep it in your pants when there's ladies present, okay?
Okay.
What's in my pants is none of your business, you little pervert! VR training. I've got to admit, I am kind of curious about it. Maybe I'll give it a try later.
Cool.
And now to the third floor.
Okay, infirmary and war room and defense room.
This must be an infirmary. When I think of infirmary, this definitely isn't the kind of room that I think of, or comes to mind.
Same thing.
Although... Although I guess that can apply to any part of this school. This machine. It's the same flying coffin that rescued Darumi from the battlefield. Sirei called it a corpse recovery something.
When a member of the Special Defense Unit dies in action, the corpse recovery drone will automatically retrieve their body. That's what the manual says anyway.
It's all completely automatic, huh?
Seems like it. When the school's defense system detects one of us has died... Wow, it sounds so creepy saying that out loud. Anyway, when that happens, it launches a drone to find the body and bring it back to the infirmary.
And once it gets here...
You see that big machine over there? According to this, it's called a Revivomatic. It's got data on all of us right down to our genetic code. It cross-references those records to figure out who's in the pod. From there, it uses some kind of ultra-complicated process to reconstruct the body back to its original state. And then we're alive again. Just like that. Why does it have to verify who the victim is first, though? Maybe so our enemies can't use the machine if it falls into their hands?
Tsubasa really gets a chance to show her serious side when machines are involved.
This sure is amazing tech. I still can't figure out the exact mechanism it uses to instill life back into the body. I'm not satisfied writing it off as just the Humo Anima did it. That makes it sound more like magic than real technology. While we're on the subject, Humo Anima itself is pretty fishy. It's supposed to infuse our blood with a special power, right? But how does it do that exactly?
Maybe we'll find out more about it someday.
Not unless me and the other holdouts agree to fight, too. Sorry, but there's no way that's happening. Seriously, who was in charge of picking the members of this unit? What kind of criteria did they use to fix on us?
Something tells me the only way to find out is to keep fighting. We just keep going in circles here. Next is either the war room or the defense room.
War room.
Oh, there we go. There he is! Hey there, Sumino. How's your explanation of the campus going? If you need help or advice with anything, feel free to let me know. Don't think of me as your commanding officer. Think of me as your friend. A friend who commands respect and dictates your every move, but in a fun way.
Right, yeah.
He's got some nerve acting friendly after forcing us into this messed up situation. Whose side is he on anyway? Does he care about saving humanity like he says? Or does he have some kind of ulterior motive? Oh, you come here for another explanation of what your Humo Anima can do? This power is the key to success and survival here at the Academy. It's worth your while to have a firm grasp on the basics. Well, yes or no?
Yes?
The hematomorphic infusion blades y'all carry, infusers for short, are the pinnacle of human achievement and ingenuity. When you stab into your heart, a miraculous power flows into your body, transforming your regular old blood into a superhuman Humo Anima. By harnessing that power and shaping it into physical form, you all gain access to your class armor and class weapons. Class weapon is a manifestation of your own innate strengths. Each one is just as unique as you are. Activating your Humo Anima for the first time should also have unlocked your specialist skills. These are additional abilities with a wide array of applications. Learning to use them strategically will make you better fighters than ever. Okay, but how does it do all that? What's the actual process behind... Don't get so hung up on details. Surrender to the heat of battle, yell, "I am thou," or or something like that, and just go with it.
Thou art I.
Thou art me. We're a happy family. And that's the end of my totally comprehensive explanation. If there's anything else you don't understand, you should probably resign yourself to remaining ignorant. But if this power is so miraculous or whatever, why give it to regular students like us? Why were we chosen? All will be made clear when you convince the whole group to join the fight, not before. Guess I should have seen that coming. One more thing. While you're here, want me to go over the Undying Flames again? That wall of fire outside protects the school from a lot of threats, but it'll hurt you just as bad if you get too close.
No, we don't need to hear about the Undying Flames again.
Look, you can skip the dialogue if you want, but at least pretend to listen. True to their name, the Undying Flames never run out of fuel, and can't be smothered or extinguished by ordinary means. However, the flames only affect organic matter. They don't damage the surrounding buildings, rocks, or anything like that. If you and your friends were to drive a car through it, it'd only be the people on the inside that would get burned to a crisp. They ignore regular physics and run on their own rules. Are they magic or something?
Okay, I guess that is good to know.
The Undying Flame Barrier has a radius of a little over half a mile, with the Academy at the very center. The wall itself is 30 feet thick. Did I say dick or thick?
It kind of sounded like you said 30 feet dick.
Oh no! Okay, that does it. I need a drink. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Blocking out even the most powerful of invaders. Or at least that was the case. More recently, the enemy has developed a special means of getting through. Lucky for us, the flames can sense them coming and automatically shift the school into defense mode when they do. At the same time, an alarm is set off to let you all know it's time for battle. So when the alarm goes off, the enemy's already on their way. The invaders always leave a day or two between attacks. It's my guess that their means of getting through the flames take time to prepare or recharge. We haven't been able to deduce any consistent patterns, though. You should assume the next attack should come at any time. One more thing. The wall goes up so high, but there's no danger of anything falling in. If the flames sense something trying to pass over them, they'll form a fiery hand that drags the intruder right back down again. The Undying Flames act with the will of their own to keep this school safe. Add that to your list of things to be grateful for. I could ask any number of questions right now, but I doubt I'd get any answers. I've got no choice but to accept that this is the way things are now. Technically, the fiery hand has a limited range too, so coming in from space might be possible. Well, so as long as the enemy doesn't think of that, we should be fine. Alright, you made it very clear how well defended this place is. What I really want to know is, what's it all for? What are we protecting here? I told you before, didn't I? You'll learn that once you get the non-fighters to start fighting. Well, time to inspect the defense system. Yeah, good luck with that. What's this machine here? It looks important.
Looks like a PC.
I've only had a PC that handsome. That controls the school's central defense system. It's the core of the entire Last Defense Academy experience. Without this, there's no early warning system, no defensive barrier, no automatic battle prep, no nothing. It controls battle's functions like defense mode and radar, along with more everyday stuff like electricity and water supply. It's a true supercomputer that keeps all aspects of this school up and running, without any need for extra engineers or maintenance staff. It's all completely automatic, huh? Whoa, I can tell you what you're thinking. It's all automatic. What do we need Z-Ray for? But my role here is just as important as that computer's. No one can motivate you or affect your morale like I can. He's right about that, but not in the way he thinks. Now all that's left is the fence room. Goodbye, Siri.
Oops, I did not mean to...
I guess you really like Siri that much, huh?
Yeah, he's great. Nope.
Oh, that's a classroom, so let's see. Oh,
Fence room.
Oh, there we go, the fence room door. What in the... A surprisingly stately door stood in the middle of an otherwise nonsensical-looking space, defiantly blocking the way forward. The hallways and classrooms of the school are all pretty strange, but this all puts all of them to shame. It wasn't so much the door itself that was out of place, but what was in front of it. This door looks pretty solid. More importantly, that weird fire in front of it.
They're in dying flames.
I thought so. But why are they here inside the school?
To stop anyone from opening this door, I imagine.
If it's that important, then...
Yes. Whatever's behind this door is the thing we're fighting to protect from the invaders.
Right behind this door is something that could wipe out humanity in the wrong hands. I wonder what it is. Do you think we'll ever find out?
We could try breaking down the door ourselves, but that may prove difficult. Thank you, I will hydrate and stretch. Convincing the others to join the fight so Sire will tell us the truth seems like a more efficient choice to me.
I don't think convincing them will be that easy. This kind of decision is something that they have to come to on their own.
You're still thinking like a civilian. You need to toughen up or we'll end up in the worst possible scenario.
What do you mean?
Let's just say it's in everyone's best interest to get the others onto the battlefield with the rest of us. By any means necessary.
It sounds like she has something in mind already. She wouldn't force them to fight against their will, would she? We may not have known each other very long, but I can definitely imagine Kiriko taking a hardline approach with anyone who refuses to do as she says. There's something about her that radiates authority, leaving room for argument.
Oi, minna! 学園の中は一通り見学できた?
Hold on one second, I have to use the restroom.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just, I've been holding it in for the past 15 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I gotta go. I'll be right back.
Yeah, alright.
But keep playing in the meantime. Oh, okay, well, I mean, you could keep playing in the meantime, mostly because I've seen this already, but, it's up to you.
That's fine, I'll wait.
Okay, then I'll be right back.
Be right back, everyone. Okay, we are back.
Yeah, we're back. Sorry about not saying something sooner, but I'm okay now. Don't worry.
Alright.
Alright, let's see. I'm not too crazy about dropping everything to do what he says, but I pretty much finished looking around anyway. Guess I'll head back to the cafeteria. So, what you think? Have you fallen in love with the place yet? Is it so wonderful that you'll want to spend the rest of your lives here?
There's no way we'd feel that good about it.
Well, if you don't like it, just tough it out. 100 days isn't all that long. And there's more important things at stake here than your own personal comfort. Why even ask us if you're ultimately going to discount our opinions?
Sorry, one sec.
Take your time. You may have noticed some features that aren't available yet, but don't worry. It's all part of my roadmap of staggered content releases. I'll reveal more of the school's facilities little by little, so you'll always have something new to look forward to and motivate you going forward.
Be more specific. Exactly how do you intend for us to spend our time here when we're not fighting?
Oh, right. We are a school after all. You're probably expecting some kind of curriculum and proper schedule.
Did someone say steak? Who said steak?
Oh, we don't have one here. Surprise! What? No schedule? Unless there's an invader attack like the one yesterday, you're free to spend your time however you see fit. So we don't gotta go to class or nothing? Shit, man, just in love with that. Don't tell me you're actually buying into this. It's not like we can leave. Might as well make the most of it while we're here. I think it's too early to say there's no way for us to leave. If you want to find a way out so bad, do it yourself. You're just gonna chicken out and run from the fight anyway, right?
Oh.
Now, settle down. I hate to see friends fighting.
It's your fault we're all so on edge.
We've all been raised in different environments and had different life experiences. So naturally, you all had your own values, your own priorities. Each one of you is as unique as a snowflake, and that's okay. We're all about diversity here. A little difference of opinion now and then is enough.
Again, your fault that we even need to have this discussion.
Having said all that, no matter what your feelings on the matter, all of you are going to have to fight the invaders sooner or later. Sorry if I sound like a broken record, but this war will decide the fate of humanity itself. Abstaining is not an option. While this school stands, there's still every chance of a bright future. But if the school falls, so does mankind. The invaders will massacre every last one of you, and then they'll move on to your loved ones. Each one of you has something in your life worth fighting for. It only makes sense for you to work together to keep all of them safe. I can't have you wasting time or energy on pesky moral dilemmas. Clear your minds and banish all doubt from your heart. As humanity's last line of defense against the invaders, you're about to become the very embodiment of hope.
Hope?
You must not lose hope. Oh my god, he even says this is more like despair? The allegations are not helping! Oh my gosh. Hope? You've got to be kidding me. This is more like despair.
Despairful despair.
Oh? You're forcing us to participate in this war without telling us the whole story behind it. Who knows what else you might be keeping from us? Saving humanity sounds like a worthy cause, but we've got no guarantee that's really what we'll be doing. As for the thing we're supposed to protect, if it even exists, how do we know it's not actually something even more dangerous than invaders? Not to mention the hemoanima. We know next to nothing about this weird power, and you want us to pump our bodies full of it? Until I get some answers, I'm not believing a single word for that comes out of your mouth. We've been over this before, man. He said he'd only tell us if you guys agree to fight. And I can't agree to fight unless I hear the whole truth.
We're going around in circles so much, it's making me dizzy.
Yeah. We won't make any progress like this. Alright, if it's truth you want, that's what you'll get. I'll tell you everything.
Huh?
You're going to tell us? Just like that? I never meant to keep the truth from you all that long. I was just using it as a bargaining chip to motivate you. But it looks like that plan backfired. Now at this point, I can only salvage your trust in me by giving you the full story.
And you'll really tell us the truth? The whole truth? Nothing but the truth?
Nothing but the truth. Hey! Oh, he even says it too. And nothing but the truth. Or at least, I'd like to. But this isn't the kind of decision I can make on my own. Let's say we table the discussion till tomorrow. So there are more people involved in this than just you? We'll expect you to tell us about them too. I'm sure you will. I'll run it past the higher-ups. If I tell them this is the best way to get you to fight, they'll probably go for it. Although I might have to talk to you individually instead of telling everyone all at once. Well, I'll do whatever I can. Come find me in the war room tomorrow morning, and I'll let you know what the brass says. I've got a lot to do, so I'll call it a day here. See you tomorrow, bright and early. With a cheery wave of his stubby little arm, C-Ray disappeared. Huh. Never thought getting the truth out of him would be this easy.
But he still has to discuss it with the people in charge, right? He could come back tomorrow and say they shut the idea down. I hope you're all ready. If we learn the truth tomorrow, you'll have no more excuses to stay on the sidelines.
No excuses?
We'll see what happens after we hear what Syria has to say. We can all talk about it, talk it out, and decide on the best course of action then. Yeah, you're right. We can't decide on anything until we know what's really going on. Haha, you're hilarious, Mr. Maruko. You clearly have no intention of fighting no matter what happens tomorrow. Shut up! I bet you don't either! With nothing more to discuss, we left the cafeteria and headed back to our rooms. Tomorrow morning, C-Ray will tell us the whole truth. I can't even imagine what it might be. Who gathered us all here? What are we fighting for? I can only hope everything will make sense once we know that.
Yeah.
So there's a nighttime announcement too, just like the morning one. I thought it would be a much longer road to learning the truth, but hopefully by this time tomorrow we'll know everything. It probably won't be the end of our problems, but it'll be a step forward. At any rate, there's no use worrying about it anymore today. I'll discuss it with the others once we've heard from Ray. For now, the only thing I can do is wait for tomorrow to come. With nothing else to do, I decided to call it a day. I got into bed and was soon fast asleep.
もう泣くなって。いつまでも泣いてたらお父さんが安心して天国に行けないだろ。
We were only in kindergarten back then. Karawa's dad had just died. He and Karawa were driving over to Mom's research lab when it happened. The car crash that changed her life. A security alert had sounded, and suddenly people were scrambling around trying to get to the nearest shelter. Karawa's dad swerved to avoid someone, and, well, the car was almost entirely destroyed. Her dad leaned over from the driver's seat. The impact right at the last second. By some miracle, he made it in time, and Karawa survived.
Your voice cuts out every now and then, just so you know.
Oh god.
Fucking Discord.
I hope it's just Discord and not my mic, because if I turn up the sensitivity too high, it's gonna get bad.
Yeah, it's definitely a Discord issue. I had this issue a lot, like, when streaming Danganronpa with my friend Cookie.
Oh. Oh, wait, now I hear your voice cutting out, too.
Yep.
Yep, Discord issue.
Yep.
But you can move on to the next sentence now.
Okay.
But her father wasn't so lucky. After the funeral, Karawa was inconsolable. She just sat there and cried. There was nothing I could do.
もう泣くなって。お父さんがいなくなっちゃったなら俺がカルアのお父さんになるから。
たっくんじゃまだちっちゃいからお父さんになれないよ。
そうだけど俺はカルアが無事でよかったよ。お父さんが守ってくれたおかげだよ。
私だって無事じゃないよ。お腹に大きな傷ができちゃったもん。この傷多分消えないって。大きくなっても残っちゃうって。私もうお嫁さんにもなれないよ。
じゃあ俺がカルアをお嫁さんにする。それなら俺にだってできるだろ。俺がカルアをお嫁さんにするよ。そうしたら俺がカルアを守れるし。
たっくんが私を？
うん。お父さんの代わりに俺が守る。だからもう泣くなよ。何があってもカルアは俺が守ってやるから。絶対に約束するから。
たっくんありがとう。たっくん嬉しいな。約束だよ。
That's right. I made a promise. A promise to protect Karawa no matter what. I'm not about to break that promise. To keep Karawa safe, I have to keep fighting. And I'll fight. I have to fight. 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 Fight, 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 fight. I jolted upright in bed, throwing off the covers in a panic. My whole body was drenched in sweat, and my heart was racing like I'd just woken up from a nightmare. No, not a nightmare. A memory. A childhood memory of Karuha and me. I'd totally forgotten about that time. What did I dream about it all of a sudden? I wonder what Karuha's doing right now. She probably hasn't stopped worrying ever since I disappeared. That would be just like her. Come to think of it, what does everyone back in the residential complex think happened to me? Are they treating me as a missing person? Or do they assume I died in that monster attack? I'll have to ask Sire about that too. Sheesh, I'm wide awake now and I'm so sweaty. It's not even close to morning yet. Maybe I'll step outside for some fresh air. I got out of bed and slowly made my way towards the door. Along the way, I happened to catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror. It's me. In spite of everything, I'm still me, right? It's the same face I see in the mirror every morning, but somehow something about it seems wrong. I don't know how to describe it. It's like this reflection doesn't feel like me anymore. I wonder if this is a side effect from using chemoanima.
お前は誰だ？隅の匠だよな。
What am I doing? Stupid. Coming back to my senses, I turned away from the mirror and walked out of the door. As soon as I got outside, the scene that greeted me took my breath away.
もしかしてこれが星ってやつか。
The night sky far above my head was now dotted with countless glimmering pinpricks of light.
Another very Danganronpa song.
Right? The vastness, the endlessness of it all was almost terrifying. But in a way, it was beautiful too. It inspired a sense of awe in me I've never felt before.
彼らが見たらなんて言うだろうな。
As I stood there wondering, my gaze was drawn to a different, larger light in the sky.
あんなに近くにも星があるのか。
No, not a planet. A different kind of celestial body. I'm sure I read about it once. A big chunk of rock orbiting the Earth visible to the naked eye. What's it called again? It's on the tip of my tongue. Huh? All of a sudden, I felt like I wasn't alone. I spun around to see who was there. Who? You're on fire! No, not quite. It wasn't a person. More like a burning, flickering apparition in the shape of a young man. A fire with a mind of its own. Not just any fire either. They were undying flames.
何なんだ。
The way its mouth is moving. Is it talking? I can't hear a thing though.
なんだよ。何を喋っているんだ。
The thing seemed to hear me okay, while my questions seemed to upset it. A look of profound sorrow passed over its fiery features. The next moment, it disappeared into thin air. happened? What was that? Don't tell me. Was that a ghost? Ghost or not, it had definitely been trying to communicate with me. But what was it trying to say? And why? Vainly trying to comprehend what I'd seen and what it all meant, I just stood there, dumbfounded. It was a while before I could even bring myself to move in that spot. In the end, there's a phrase that's very common in Danganr. In the end.
In the end.
I didn't get a wink of sleep the rest of the night. I just sat in bed, waiting for the morning announcement. Ding dong bing bong!
総員起床時間最終防衛学今日も偉大な人類野蛮ゲレスな
Morning's finally here. Should I tell everyone about what I saw last night? Would they believe me? I'm not sure I even believe it really happened. They might just write it off as a dream or say I'm going crazy. But I'll think about that later. Today's day Siri is going to tell us the truth. I can decide what to do about that ghost boy afterwards. We were supposed to meet up in the war room, right?
Wait, which floor is the war room on? I forget.
The 3rd floor.
Oh, yes.
When I arrived at the war room, everyone else was already there. Everyone, that is, except Sirei. He's clearly taking his time.
You think he's still discussing things with the people in charge? Maybe it's taking longer to convince them than he thought?
He should have told us that! I got up early for nothing! That's really it. Ain't a lot of point in waiting around here.
Yes. I'm sure Sirei will summon us again when he's ready to talk. When the time comes, we'll have to gather here again. Until then, we can probably spend our time as we see fit.
Wow. We actually get some free time?
Yeah.
And here I thought we were in for a long and involved lore dump. I was looking forward to it all night long. I guess I'll just rest my head on my dear sister's lap and go back to sleep now.
Okay.
Don't joke like that in front of other people, brother dearest.
After that, the little meeting in the war room broke up, with all of us going back to our rooms. We're free to spend our time however we want until Sierra gets back. What exactly should I do while I'm waiting, though? It's free time!
Yeah, twice a day, just like Danganronpa. Oh my god. Should we do the free time or save it for the next stream?
It is 11:42 where I am, and I think we've been streaming since 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we've been streaming for over 3.5 hours now.
Yeah, I don't mind calling it here if you want to call it here, but if you want to keep going for it, I'd say go for it.
We can call it here.
Okay, we'll call it here then.
Okay. I shall save. Okay.
Alright, we have two separate save files. Your personal save file and the save file we're using for the stream, right?
Yes, yes.
It'd be funny if that file caught up before you finished it on your own.
I hope not, but yeah.
Well, in any case, thank you for having me part of the stream, and thank you for taking up my offer to stream this game.
Of course. yeah, we shall call it here, and this weekend there will probably actually be a Persona 3 Reload stream, so look forward to that, everyone. And then, I don't know, we'll schedule another 100-line stream at some point. Maybe next week or whatever, I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Whenever you're up for it. I don't mind if it's weekly or every few weeks or so. I just like the idea of streaming this game, you know? Just seeing your reactions and whatnot. Oh, but before you sign off, I will say this. The characters that you see right now on the screen, in the stream, I'm not talking about the game. I mentioned earlier that these characters were commissioned, and how, my friend here has a character's OC being used. But they're all part of a bigger project I'm working on, an RPG if you will. I can't reveal any details at this time since it's still a work in progress, but I will say there is a demo coming up later this year, so look forward to that. The character I'm voicing right now is the character that's the main heroine of the story. So, yeah, I just wanted to say that before you go.
And if it's okay, I'll stream the demo.
Oh yeah, when the demo is ready, feel free to stream it.
Hell yeah, then. So look forward to it, y'all.
Oh yeah. And also don't forget, recently I finished one of my projects Shujinko Academy, which, if you remember, is somehow the most viewed stream on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that's my most viewed one, but cool.
Since it's finished, you can now feel free to enjoy the entire story at your own pace. So if you ever have the time, I'd love for you to catch up with it and see where it goes.
Yeah, we should probably, get back to streaming that as well at some
point.
Maybe.
Well, it's entirely up to you. Personally, I would love it if you catch up the story itself rather than stream it. But if you want to stream it, I'm up for that too.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I will finish it, I promise.
Okay. Just making sure. Thanks so much.
Of course. Alright. With all that said, bye, gay fans.
They're called?
I don't know. Are you all my gay fans? Is that what I'm gonna call you guys? All my viewers? Are you my gay fans? That's what we're going with.
So long, gay Bowser!
Alright. Bye-bye!
Bye-bye!